Hey everyone, we're going to show you some of our favorite gluten-free foods at Walt Disney World, so come on along. This time, Pat and I are taking you to the happiest place on earth, Walt Disney World, to share with you our favorite gluten-free foods. We'll start at the Port Orleans Resort where they have gluten-free beignets. They are located at the counter restaurant Sassagoula on the French Quarter side of the resort. When you walk in the front of the French Quarter, the restaurant is on the left. The gluten-free beignets are made to order, so it usually takes about 15 minutes for you to receive them. There's seating inside, and there's also a courtyard located outside, out through the back doors. And here's a little better look at the menu in case I went by it too fast the first time. The outside seating area is covered and has some great New Orleans theming as well as jazz music playing. To the left of the courtyard is a food court where they also serve breakfast, and they have some gluten-free things in there. Now be careful with the squirrels that roam around the tables. We were shooing them away the whole time we were there. I guess we could have just sat inside. But it was such a nice day. There's one of the little guys right there. Our breakfast consisted of a Western omelet with tater tots, gluten-free, and the beignets. The Western omelet you can get next door at the food court next to the restaurant. Like I said, gluten-free. And the beignets, they come with a choice of chocolate or caramel sauce, which you can get either one. The beignets were $7.99 for 3 of the gluten-free ones, and the Western omelet with a coffee was $16.27. Not bad for a Disney breakfast. Next up was the Disney Riviera Resort for the croque monsieur and the spicy Italian sandwich. The Riviera Resort has a lovely little place. It's a kind of a grab and go. You can also sit down, called the Primo Piatto, where the menu has quite a few gluten-free items to include all of the sandwiches on it. The sandwich we like the most is the croque monsieur, which is a ham and cheese sandwich with bechamel sauce on it. You can also get that with Parmesan herbed fries or regular fries. The other sandwich we liked was the spicy Italian. We got them in to-go boxes like this, but it was a nice meaty sandwich, and you know it's in a spicy Italian. It was really, really good. Both sandwiches were $12.49 a piece, so that made for a nice lunch. If you're enjoying this video, please give us a like and maybe even subscribe, because right now we've got 9 subscribers and, well, these 2 chipmunks who are more like followers. Next up is Disney Springs Raglan Road Irish Pub for gluten-free fish and chips. Raglan Road is the main restaurant, and attached to it is a smaller takeout restaurant, Cooks of Dublin, where you can take out the food, you can eat it in a little bar in between them, or you can eat it at these tables outside. Aside from the gluten-free fish and chips, you can also get gluten-free onion rings, which if you've been gluten-free for a while is something you probably don't see a whole lot of. And let me tell you, they taste really nice. And if you're looking for a dessert, they have pineapple upside down cake. Sorry about the picture, it was awfully humid that day. And a lemon drizzle cake with vanilla and lemon curd. They really taste delicious. But let's talk about the fish and chips. This is what the regular fish and chips looks like. And then here's a picture of the gluten-free fish and chips. They have the little stick in it that says it's an allergen. And to go with these, you can have a gluten-free beer or a non-alcoholic beer, as well as a full bar. Here's a look at them side by side. There really isn't that much of a difference. Pat and I have tried gluten-free fish and chips in New England, Ireland, Scotland, and these are some of the best. We never go near Orlando without hitting this place. The theming here is terrific. This little hole in the wall is a full-service bar, and the tables, thank goodness, have umbrellas. And in Raglan Road, you can go inside and get all the same stuff at a sit-down type restaurant. Here's some of the outside seating, and if you didn't get a good look at the menu inside, here's the menu that they have outside. You should really give this a try. And if you didn't get your dessert with your fish and chips, right across the little bridge is Disney Springs Sprinkles Bakery, gluten-free cupcakes. Sprinkles is a bit of a chain, I think. I'm not sure, but they have some really good gluten-free cupcakes. Their specialty, for Pat anyway, is their red velvet cupcake. On this particular day, they had red velvet cupcakes and lemon blueberry cupcakes. We ordered one of each. They also carry a small beverage menu. You can get milk and things like that, and some sodas, I believe. But the best part of all is they'll box them up in these lovely little containers. You can take them to wherever you want to, or save them for later on, which we did. And here's the little guys right here. And as usual, Pat picked the red velvet as her favorite. The two cupcakes were a little under $13. Our next pick is in Epcot at the Japan Pavilion, the Katsura Grill. The best part about this place is the garden that surrounds it. It's a beautiful Japanese garden. It always has these kind of cool things going on, like this particular music maker. Now this was during the Flower and Garden Festival. It's not always this elaborate, but it can be pretty cool. Even if you don't eat here, coming to the garden is a great place to kind of sit down, get out of the sun, look at some cool bonsai trees, and some really nice scenery. There are a lot of benches around, a lot of places to sit. Up at the very top, there's a little area where you can eat. And one of the best things about that area is the fact the secret bathroom, which nobody seems to know about. Our favorite go-to order here is the gluten-free California sushi roll and an order of edamame and some iced green tea. Nice thing about this is you get your sushi roll and you also get some tamari sauce. Now tamari sauce, if you're not familiar, is soy sauce that's made without using wheat, completely gluten-free. This will run you a little under 24 bucks, but it's well worth it. Our next favorite pick is in the Animal Kingdom at the Nomad Lounge. Gluten-free churros. In the Animal Kingdom, over near Pandora, the world of Avatar, just before you get there on the right is a restaurant called Tiffin's. Well, just to the left of Tiffin's restaurant is the Nomad Lounge. The lounge has inside and outside seating, and this round part here is the outside, and that's the view you have looking over the river toward Pandora. The restaurant itself has a lot of gluten-free choices, to include gluten-free churros. The churros come with two sauces, a vanilla cream and whatever's seasonal. At this point in time, we had the chocolate sauce. And let me tell you, if you've ever had churros, you could never ever tell the difference. These are absolutely incredible. Our server told us that most of the menu is gluten-free, and even the sandwiches, such as these Cuban sliders, can be made with gluten-free buns. And the churros were only $10. And now for some honorable mentions. We really like these, but they're not always available. During most of the festivals, you can get a gluten-free guide, and that'll help you find everything that's out there. For instance, the corn on the cob that they have here is gluten-free, and it is incredibly tasty. I didn't get a very good picture of it, but here's the gentleman who was making it. And at the French Pavilion in Epcot, they make gluten-free crepes. So that's our list of our favorite gluten-free foods at Walt Disney World. It may be the best place on earth for people that have allergies. At least that's what we've found. So you guys be good out there, and remember, you don't have to hurry through travel. You should travel slow and steady. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.